is the Wilmot Museum. The building was built in 1896 and it was a church and a hall and a school and everything to start with until the town got established. Up the top we have our education with lots of photos. Research done here for the town and the families that have lived here over the years. Lots of family histories. And the military section where we had two wars, World War I and World War II. Yeah. And Vietnam, they would have used in the past. They all had to clear their land once they got here and build their houses and establish the farms. So it was all done the hard way by hand.
Hey guys, Peter Surfaroo here. It is freezing cold up here. It's just been powder snow coming down. I've just reached the base of Cradle Mountains. The storms are going crazy. We've had trees on the roads, but I've made the effort to get here. And lo and behold, it's closed. We can't get up to the lake to show you Cradle Mountains. Everything's closed because there's a huge blizzard up here at the moment. But at least I've got my snow here, guys. It's all happening, snow time. It's fun time in the snow. Got to build my little snowman, throw the snowballs at you. There you go. Freezing cold, look what I've got on. It is freezing, I'm telling you. Really, really cold. And of course, really strong cyclonic winds up here. They've got all the roads blocked up there, as you can see in the background. So what I'm going to do now is make my way to Strahan, and hopefully next time I come up here I'll be able to go up and check it out. But we've got some nice views for you anyway of what it looks like. Pity it's all closed, but it's terrible conditions here. But what do you do? Keep going. Peter Surfaroo, Tasmanian tour. Let's get out of here!
Bonjour Peter, donc je m'appelle Bastien Villeneuve et je suis ici en train de travailler à Cradle Mountains avec plein d'autres ouvriers aussi sur l'électricité ou bien pour le café. J'espère que tout le monde va bien, je vous souhaite une très belle journée, peut-être un de ces jours. Ciao. Salut Peter.
Guys, really? Did you think Peter Surfaroo wouldn't be wearing his Surfaroo outfit here while it's snowing? It's coming down now because it knows Peter Surfaroo is here in the snow. Let's give you those poses, man. Lat pose, double biceps. Back pose, lats, tries, buys, tries and tries. And Peter Surfaroo's most ugly here in the snow. It is really going off. I'm having a great time here at Cradle Mountains. Look at it snowing. It's what I've wanted. I've waited for this, guys. It is actually snowing here in Cradle Mountain. Don't go away.
Pete, my name's Wayne. This is Tulla Tavern. We've got a nice racing car here and the Chrysler up the back there, only one in Australia. Come on down.
I go, and then I'm heading back to Hobart. So I hope you're enjoying the tour so far, guys. All my mates here too. We'll see you on the back at Hobart. Beat the Surfaroo. Welcome to Strahan, everyone, the furthest west here in Tasmania that you can go. I've done it, I've gone across the big Tassie, and here we are. This is the town of Strahan. It's a fishing place. It's very quiet this time of year, but tomorrow morning I'm gonna catch the train. We're gonna head off to Queenstown, come back, and then I'm on my way to Hobart, and then of course back to Australia. I hope you've enjoyed this big Surfaroo Tasmanian tour, guys. Pete the Surfaroo. See you early tomorrow morning with the train trip. Yeah.
Time ticks away. You count the hours every day. Young man fades away. Watch his black.
Well guys, I've arrived here at Strahan. I'm here at the train station waiting for a historical ride here with Amanda. Hello Amanda, how are you?
I'm great, thank you. Welcome Pete. Lovely to have you on the West Coast.
Great to be here. Tell us a bit about this amazing trip.
Fantastic. So Pete, you'll be doing our river and rainforest today, which is our half-day trip, travelling through some beautiful rainforests, seeing the scenery, hearing some of the history of the line. It's an amazing trip.
We have a few different styles of trips.
Absolutely. So we actually have 3 different journeys that we have on offer during our peak season. The one you're doing today is one of our half-day trips, the river and rainforest. Then we also have our half-day from Queenstown, called the Rack and Gorge, which we have our steam locomotive running with that one on our rack and pitting system. Travels the opposite end of the line from today.
Wow.
And we also have our amazing full-day trip, the Queenstown Explorer, which runs in our main season. Travels from Strahan here all the way on the entire line over to Queenstown with a stopover and then returns back. So 3 great trips.
8 8-hour trip?
Absolutely, that is a full day trip. It takes in everything that the railway has to offer.
That's what I recommend, guys, but I mean they're all different, and we've got 2 different trains.
We do. We have our diesel locomotives that we operate, and then we also have our steam locomotives. They're all original to the line and all part of the West Coast Wilderness Railway story.
Amazing stuff. Well, I'm really excited to go on this trip, Amanda. It's great speaking to you. Guys, we'll join you on board for this amazing trip. See you soon.
You can see our lovely camera at the front here. Yeah. If you are a bit shy, or if you're a star of another show, Australia's Most Wanted, just let us know. We'll give you one of those masks that blur on your face. They're pretty fun. So I'll tell you something about myself. I am from Hobart originally, so I'm Tassie born and bred. That's how we've tried to make this experience here today. Everything that's on board is from Tasmania. So to start a menu out with a sparkling wine. Our sparkling today comes from Joseph Cromie, which is the north of Tasmania, just out of Launceston, so in the Tamar Valley. Our other wines today come from Home Oak, so again in the Tamar Valley in the north. We do have a Sauvignon Blanc in the white, and a Pinot Noir and a Cab Merlot in the red. Now, if you are a bit more of a beer fan, we do have beer from Cascade, so down in Hobart Way. That ties into our story rather nicely, as one of the places we'll be going past today, Tipacana, had one of the first 2-storied Cascade hotels there, so it ties in with us nicely. We also do have a alcoholic cider from Willie Smith, so right down in the south in Huonville Way. Speaking of Huonville, some of you are enjoying our lovely orange juice that has come from Juicy Isle. A little bit later on, we'll have some scones, jam and cream. After your adventure in the rainforest, you might be a bit cold, so I'll warm you back up with a lovely vegetable soup and a chicken and honey mustard slider, and finishing off with a surprise.
Okay guys, we're just about set to take off on this big historical cruise, and who else should I run into all the way over here, Strahan, from the Gold Coast. Guys, how are you? So what's your name?
I'm Sandy.
I'm Rob. So what brings you over to this far west coast of Tasmania?
Yeah, from the Gold Coast. Yeah, we don't get one there. Really looking forward to a nice trip.
Have you done the tour right around Tasmania?
Not all of us. We've been around quite a bit of Tasmania, but yeah, we've certainly loved the place. Very scenic.
Well guys, I hope you have a great cruise out here. I trust it will be. Peter Surfaroo, we're going to go out and meet some more guests here on board and check out all this amazing views. Magnificent views, guys. Get back to sit down and relax. We've got the views here without driving. We're going back to history, way back in time. So I'm here with some more guests here on board. Where are you from? Brisbane. Mate, listen, you put a camera, that's it. Your name? Hello, Michelle.
I'm from Brisbane as well.
Right. Wow. I'm from the Goldie. So we'll just keep it really close. It's amazing how many Queenslanders are actually from everyone here in Tasmania this time of year. Well, I hope you guys had a good trip. All aboard. Let's go and meet some more guests on board, yeah? Our senior steward, how are you, mate?
Good, how about you?
Really good. Now I'm looking forward to this cruise. It's a wilderness train ride with an exception. It goes back into history. Lots of stuff, mate. Tell us about what we're going to expect on this trip.
So today we're going to be diving into the cool temperate rainforest, seeing some amazing trees that date back to the time of the dinosaurs, essentially. The thing that we're going to really kind of look at is what it would have been like for those that had to build the railway, that had to live out in these conditions, you know, all day, every day. So we'll try and give you that bit of a feel as to what it would have been like out there, particularly through these cold winter months.
Now we're going to pass through lakes and rivers. Just give us the rundown, and then we stop off and then we go again.
Yes, we'll be following along the Macquarie Harbour to start with.
Yep.
The big beautiful body of water we can see out here. A bit later on we'll be following and going over the King River and following that for quite a bit of today's journey. And we'll also be stopping along the way quite a few times at Lower Landing and at Double Barrel, where we see the engine get turned around.
We do go over some bridges where there's an actual cliff as well, and one of the oldest bridges, is it?
Yeah, so the Iron Bridge, which is the only original bridge, it's 119 years old.
Wow.
Put in a pretty interesting way.
Well, I'm really looking forward to this trip. Mate, it's a pleasure chatting to you. I know you're busy, you're the host as well, so you do everything, you serve the food as well. Thanks a lot, mate.
No problem.
Guys, join us for this amazing trip. Crammed here, but we're still on board with some more guests here. Now, your names and where you're from.
Okay, Simon and Julie from Victoria.
Victoria, okay. We're moving on.
From Brisbane.
Brisbane again? We can't get away from these Brisbaneites, Queenslanders, being from the Gold Coast. What brings you so far over here to Strahan?
I've been working here a week. I've been working in the primary schools. I'm a self-employed literacy consultant. So I've been working this week at CN Primary, Strahan Primary, and then Mountain Heights and Rosebery District
Wow.
School. Yeah,
Good for you. Good for you.
So we decided to make the stay a couple of days longer, and a friend had told us that we needed to do this. So
what a beautiful place to do it at, eh?
yeah. So it's my
Cool.
day of relaxing after a hard week of work.
Good stuff. And what about our Queenslanders? What brings you over so far?
This trip.
This trip?
Yeah, mainly this trip. We love train travel. We've done a lot of train travel through the world, so we really wanted to do this. And we've been to the east coast of Tasmania before, but we wanted to just explore the west coast. So from here we head up to Stanley.
Stanley, wow, you're doing the big one?
Really nice, yeah.
And maybe you can go up to Mirawa, I think is where the famous surfing destination where they have the Ripcord Pro up there.
Oh,
yeah, so that'll be good.
That
Yes,
sounds great,
I was going to go there, but I'm running out of time. But guys, it's good to see you having a great time. That's one of the reasons I came here too, is to see this great train trip. So we've got lots ahead today. We're only about a quarter of the way through, guys. Enjoy. Keep the Surfaroo. Let's go out and meet some more on board. Yeah.
Fantastic.
scones and coffee, orange juice. Give the cream a miss, guys. We're on a great journey. We're still going. Haven't reached the end point yet. I'm excited to see the end. And then we've got a nice journey back again here at Strahan. Historical train trip, Peak to Surfaroo. Yeah. Trial and error. Robert becomes the first in our school still alive. He was actually married. Turn around and head back to Strahan. Bushwalk, rainforest walk, well that's what they call it, a rainforest. It is raining, it's pouring down here. I'm going to stick by here and just check it all out. And after this, when we go back, we'll be up front with the actual drivers of the train, and we'll be chatting to the train driver and see how it all works. Our historical trip hasn't ended yet. We're just halfway there, guys. Stick with me. Peak to Surfaroo. Yeah. We're here with Brock, the fireman, and he's moved down from Burnie, so he's a true blue Tasmanianite. And mate, tell me a bit about this train ride, the train itself. You know so much history about this, just in a few words, mate.
Alright, we first started running trains in 1897. The railway was the only connection between Queenstown and the rest of the world. Mineral trains are from Queenstown to the port of Strahan, and in return bringing goods and passengers from Strahan back to Queenstown. The railway closed in 1963 and it was reopened again as a tourist train in 2003.
Wow, that's a lot of information compact down, guys, but if you really want to know about it, you've got to come down here and experience it. It's starting to rain, guys. Trip of a lifetime here in Strahan. See you soon, guys. Well, guys, I'm up front here driving the train at the moment. It's all going on. What speed are we going at, Mr. Fireman?
This section will only do 15 kilometres an hour.
15k, sounds alright. Yeah, we're powering along here, but you wouldn't want to go any faster up here because I mean, look at this beautiful scenery here. We've got the, what's the name of this river? King River?
King River, yeah.
Wow, amazing stuff. It's a full flow, so a lot of that snow melting from Cradle and whatever's coming down here and just powering through.
Yeah, the rain brings up the tide, yeah.
And boy, it must have some big fish in there.
Clover honey, it's what you're a bit more used to, and my flavoured honey today is chocolate. Now I could tell you I trained the bees to go for different things, some people believe me, but it is 90% meadow and then they are dark golden chocolate.
Guys, we're here to try some of the honey here. We've got leatherwood honey, and we've got meadow honey, and of course, what else have we got here? Chocolate honey.
And of course, the leatherwood.
Hey, that sounds great. Nice and sweet. I'll try the chocolate. I've never had chocolate honey.
So it's 90% meadow, and then they add dark Belgium chocolate, and that's where you get that chocolatey aftertaste coming.
What a rich taste, guys. Come down, try this. This is the sweetness of the travel.
So you know, if you get the jar like this, just warm it up, and it does go sort of runny again. But I actually like it like that. So very nice flavour. You get that flavour kind of hit you in the back of the throat, and it kind of lingers on the tongue. Really good for cooking. You don't need much, just a bit, and you get that flavour coming through, but it doesn't have that same kind of intensity to it.
Amanda, what's the train doing now?
Attaching a flat wagon with the vehicle on that the men have been working with, and doing a bit of that just to help with the construction side of things.
So it gives us time to rest, check out the honey. I've never tried that chocolate honey. It is amazing stuff. So how far are we away from the final trip?
Well, Pete, we've got about 50 minutes left to go till we get back to Gata Point Station and then Strahan and Macquarie Harbour.
Can't wait. Sit back, relax and enjoy this trip, guys. Come on down.
Enjoy the rest of your travels. See you.
Bye.
Well guys, that's it. West Coast Wilderness Railways. What a way to go. back to historical trips on a train. What a great way to see this place here at Strahan. Make sure you do come down and check this place out. There is so much to do, and of course this train ride is amazing, guys. Well, sadly this is the last 2 or 3 days, and I'm back to Hobart and then back to the Goldie. So guys, keep the Surfaroo Tasmanian World Tour going on. See you soon. Yeah.